The way to start martial arts training reception. Many people dream about learning martial arts. Maybe you wanted to undertake karate classes as a child but never got the prospect, or even you're intrigued by all of the unique martial arts equipment like nunchaku or swords. Or possibly you're just looking to find out some simple self-defense moves. If you're curious about starting martial arts reception but don't know where to start, this guide is for you. Can you start martial arts training at home? If it's been your lifelong dream to undertake out martial arts, then I even have excellent news for you. Yes, you'll start martial arts training reception. Whether you'll roll in a hay effectively is another question. If you would like to become an elite fighter or a boxer, then training reception isn't an honest choice. In fact, most martial arts have some element of combat involved, so you'll got to find a trained sparring mate. Remember that simply because you'll start training reception doesn't mean you ought to always train reception. You'll progress faster if you learn from an expert. Without an exceptional teacher to supply feedback and insight, you're not getting to reach your full potential as a fighter. You would like a trained professional to assist correct your form and work on advanced techniques. Training alone versus training cooperatively. Let's use football as an example. If a footballer only practiced kicking the ball into an empty net by himself and zip else, then he wouldn't become a fundamentally sound player. Sure, he might recover at striking the ball, but there's far more to football than this one move. Now, what if this same athlete primarily trained reception in his backyard, but the difference is he features a coach come to his house 2 times per week and help him together with his form? Perhaps he also plays football nightly within the backyard with a few of his buddies. He gets better at dribbling, scoring, understanding plays, defense, and increases his overall fitness. He wouldn't become subsequent David Beckham by primarily training reception, but the addition of a private coach and a few practical experience would make him a more well-rounded player. Keep this analogy in mind if you are looking to start out martial arts reception. What if I already take martial arts classes? Are you already getting to classes? You'll practice reception on days when you're not at the studio. As long as you're taking the required days you would like for rest and recovery, then you'll definitely further your martial arts skills reception. Rather than sparring with a partner, you'll specialize in things like conditioning, proper form, and stretching. What are the simplest martial arts to find out at home? You'll never truly master martial arts by training reception by yourself. However, there are some online training programs which will assist you learn the fundamentals. Spend a while learning a touch bit about differing types of martial arts before making a choice on which one is true for you. To narrow down your search, you'll write off learning Muay Thai, BJJ, Taekwondo, or the other self-defense that's hooked into having another person to practice with. Keep in mind you'll always learn the idea behind martial arts from the comfort of your home. There are multiple courses available online that teach you about the history, techniques, and movements of varied sorts of martial arts. They won't assist you practice techniques or offer you feedback, but they will arm you with knowledge. Cardio kickboxing. If you're curious about cardio and burning many calories, cardio kickboxing could be for you. Unlike traditional kickboxing, sparring isn't a part of cardio kickboxing classes. However, kickboxing places tons of emphasis on the right technique, which may be nearly impossible to realize if you're practicing on your own. This guide, Kickboxing for Beginners, may be a good place to start out and obtain conversant in the game. How long does it fancy learn martial arts at home? Many people who start learning martial arts become lifelong practitioners, so there's no specific timeline to stay in mind. As a general rule, you ought to train at your own pace. It's common to try to do 1-2 classes per week, so aim for 35-60 minutes, a minimum of once every week. Once you are feeling easier with some basic movements, you'll transition to classes at a studio. Legend Lanka, the founding father of Way of Ninja, recommends training approximately 29 hours to succeed in a basic level of proficiency. Assuming that you simply are training 2 sessions of 1 hour abdominally, you'll take roughly 3 to 4 months to be okay. But that's with the help of a black belt teacher. There's no guarantee you'll make that much progress if you're training on your own. However, if you devote 2 hours per week to conditioning or learning martial arts theory, you'll make some significant strides. Cardio kickboxing. If you're curious about cardio and burning many calories, cardio kickboxing could be for you. Unlike traditional kickboxing, sparring isn't a part of cardio kickboxing classes. However, kickboxing places tons of emphasis on the right technique, which may be nearly impossible to realize if you're practicing on your own. This guide, Kickboxing for Beginners, may be a good place to start out and obtain conversant in the game. How long does it fancy learn martial arts at home? Many people who start learning martial arts become lifelong practitioners, so there's no specific timeline to stay in mind. As a general rule, you ought to train at your own pace. It's common to try to do 1-2 classes per week, so aim for 35-60 minutes, a minimum of once every week. Once you are feeling easier with some basic movements, you'll transition to classes at a studio. Legend Lanka, the founding father of Way of Ninja, recommends training approximately 29 hours to succeed in a basic level of proficiency. Assuming that you simply are training 2 sessions of 1 hour abdominally, you'll take roughly 3 to 4 months to be okay. But that's with the help of a black belt teacher. There's no guarantee you'll make that much progress if you're training on your own. However, if you devote 2 hours per week to conditioning or learning martial arts theory, you'll make some significant strides. For simple home training, you'll only need to purchase basic martial arts training equipment. To extend your overall fitness before jumping into a selected self-defense, you'll start together with your trainers and a few comfortable workout clothes. No fancy equipment needed. Conditioning routines for aspiring martial artists. If you're just looking to enhance your stamina, flexibility, and overall health, then you ought to consider following alongside an exercise routine as against a skills-based martial arts course. This martial arts workout can assist you improve your fitness and obtain comfortable with moves that you simply could be unacquainted. There are a spread of exercise workouts like this available on Skillshare and YouTube. Of course, it's best to find out under hands-on instruction of a licensed teacher. The foremost important thing to recollect when practicing martial arts reception is to be safe and obtain yourself into a studio or dojo to find out the right form.